Thank you for coming home. Sorry that the chairs are all warm. I left them here, I could have sworn. These are my salad days, slowly being eaten away. Just another play for today. Oh, but I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of you. Nothing left to make me feel small. Luck has left me standing so tall. Gold, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe it, 'cause you are gold.
This week, my dad is racing at...
Sardoos, welcome to this edition of Off Track. Now, Jonathan's not available today because he'd been busy with British and proper stock cars. But I'm his cousin from Barnsley. Hey up, it's Jono here. So good evening. Tonight we've got something a little bit different, because tonight we're speaking to number 17 stock car driver who's from Barnsley himself, Chris Dobson. Hello, Chris.
Hey up, pal. It's good to be on here. Always good to get a bit of exposure for stock carts, especially for a big race like this.
So, let's start with an update on how it's gone so far this year. This is your second season in stock carts, isn't that correct?
It is, mate, yeah. Obviously we started last year, we had a lot of learning curves, but this year is really our first season that we've been able to give it all and do the proper thing.
And how's it going? Because obviously, if people don't know, you do vlogs on YouTube and stuff like that. You've certainly been on it a bit more this year.
Yeah, we've had a bit of external help from AJ Hemingway this year, which has helped us really set the cart up. A lot of the problems with these things is set up, but we've raced every track now. We're getting a decent setup together, so we're getting there.
So, obviously, my long-lost cousin Jonathan, who does proper job, will have got to see you at Buxton. Because stock carts actually got to drive at Buxton this year, along with the Formula 1 fixture. They got some good reviews, like, as well, so I've heard. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's always good to race in front of a bigger crowd. We have a bit of Skegness where we get some big crowds, but Formula 1's always drag it in. It's good to be on their card.
So, looking at grid for Golding this year, obviously, there's having it at Northampton. You're in a lot better position this year. There's us actually in a position to battle for lead, possibly.
Anything's a possibility. We're still obviously new to the sport. After 2 years, we can't expect to do a lot. But we've made third row, and anything's, we've got a chance like anyone else has.
So a bit like Formula 1's, obviously they're having their F1 final at Northampton this year. What's your thoughts on track?
Yeah, it's getting a lot better. I think the better it gets for Formula 1's, not necessarily the better for us, but we'll give it a go.
And finally, what does it mean to getting into final like? Is it a bit special?
Yeah, getting into any final is a bit special, especially when you actually work to earn it, but it's good for the family and sponsors, always a good thing.
Great. Well, on that note, congratulations on getting it final this year. It's good to see they're doing well, getting up to blue. Obviously, being from Tarn, they'll want to be a red. We all want to be a red, don't we, from Tarn? And good luck in future meetings. And if you haven't watched, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, try logging in and seeing on YouTube TDR Racing's vlogs, as well as our own about Formula 1 stock cars. Maybe next time they'll get the proper Jonathan, but he's a busy man than us. So for now, from Jono, his Barnsley cousin, this is Off Track, and we'll see thee.
You see, Mr. Powers, I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell.
So this is the grid for the goal top. As you can see, we managed fourth row, which is good. But this was the weather, so we weren't expecting a lot of good things. There was possibility of it being cancelled, to be honest.
Yo. So we always do a vlog on his way down, and this time it's a little bit different. Cara's driving Big Bertha. First time ever?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, proper like panicking. So don't let this fool you. This is blue weather, so as any of you drivers will have seen last night, they were umming and ahhing as to whether they even have this running today. We have gone through so much rain and downpours, it's unreal.
We are still a good like 10 junctions away as well from where we're getting off. So.
Where them big clouds are, where the track is, so today could still be a bit of an hard one. Shame really, because the biggest race of the year, it would be nice to have it on fair terms for everybody, but we will see. If it gets really bad, I can only see one winner today, but that's a story for another day. We'll see whether that comes true or not. My bets, if it's as wet as I think it's going to be, I reckon Lloydie all day long. Yeah. If it stays dryish, I think it's open to a few. I think I said in my vlog last week, Chester Love has got a chance.
Yeah, he's raced really good.
Raced really well this year, and he's been really aggressive, which is what it needs. I'm on the inside row, so I'll just hold on and see where I get. If I end up in points, I'm happy.
If you finish, I'm happy.
If I finish, I'm happy. Yeah, let's see. So we will see. So on that note,
bye.
Bye, City. So in my defence, this is why we don't come early. See, if we'd have been on my time, we'd have got straight in. We've got an 8 queue to get in here. I've been here ages now.
Have you seen size this receipt? I've just found him.
It's that bad. Cara's going through her receipts in her purse. That's how bored we are.
Should we have a competition to guess the amount I paid at Tesco?
Yeah, put it in the comments. If you get the right amount, we'll give you a goodie bag.
Yeah.
How's that for you?
That's how bored we are.
If anyone's seriously sad enough to actually put it in comments, they'll probably just get a goodie bag anyway.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
need to clean the face out more. This was from December, 23rd of December.
we might have to get in at some point soon.
Before parade lap.
Before parade lap, which has now been moved forward as well, just to make it even better. Silly! So, Stoxkarts Gold roof. This is what everybody wants. That's not what everybody wants. At the moment the track is mint until that comes. Let's see. Caught you yawning. Caught you yawning. Scrutiny in time. Let's see what gets mourned at. A few tweaks this week. Let's see.
Will we get out, or have we just spent 2 hours driving home? It's miserable. Look at my wellies on. Let's see. They're all... Peek out of here. Look, as you can see, they're all at driver's briefing. It's time to go to soggy Northampton.
So, not gonna lie, we have just started our gold top. We had an absolute monsoon, and I'm not overreacting, we're talking monsoon. Proper, unreal. I mean, I felt like I've been in the shower, I got caught in it for 10 seconds. We went out for gold roof, no parade lap, no fuss, no trophies, anything, so that was flat straight away. We didn't even make a lap. This track is just absolute sticky bog. Danny, he's claiming it because he did more than anyone else, but his wheel wouldn't even go round after getting halfway around, so it ain't looking good. We're just having a meeting now. Let's see.
20 laps our race distance then. Carlos and Danny Nudd right at the front, waiting for the okay to go. Danny can equal Carlos at 3 wins. Carlos can go 1 win further, and that's 4. Green down, away we go. And away with the 2023 Golden Final for the Stoxkarts. It is 295. Danny Nunn that leads the way. Liv Powell coming up on the inside from in car 380. Matt Lloyd in at car 8. Cracking season. 265 comes back now. It's 295, 265, 260. Car 4. But that's now the right shoe at not.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Green back down then, Charles making a good start. He's now 265. And it's keen to get going, pushing hard down there on the pedal. He seems anxious to try and get behind 265 to make the challenge. But he's only in that third place in car 4. Trying to stop him further back, giving 28 on the back of that section.
So second attempt at the final, and yeah, it went from being an absolute bog to very, very bouncy. We ran in the top 10, did you say? Near enough all the race, and then with 2 laps to go we got hit and it took us chain off. It's a miracle chain hadn't come off before that, to be fair, with bounciness of it. Not very enjoyable, I'm not going to lie. Bit of an anticlimax with the weather, but it is what it is. Congratulations on Danny Nunn. He's got the gold top, then Duddy and Lloyd in the top 3, so well done you 3. Like I said, I just can't help feeling it's a bit overall, but hey ho. We're going to see what it's like for another race and then make us minds up what we're doing. We have got 6 weeks off after this, so plenty of time to fix car if need be, but all we are doing is shaking the bugger to bits at the moment. And Cara's and twisted your ankle, haven't you?
Yeah.
Northampton, let's face it, we never really stood a chance. That'd have been more, I think I'd have had more chance on tarmac this season, but it weren't. It was on whatever that was. Wasn't Danny Nunn, did he?
So heat 1, really disappointing. Fantastic race. So there were that many yellows and whites there that we actually started the race back in 16th. In this heat we had that much pace, we got all the way up to 3rd, and during a restart I think we could have even got further. Unfortunately it was ended by getting hit on the rear wheel with another lunge, and the chain coming off. Disappointing, massively. Second heat of the day, another one again where we were doing really well. We were on for points again, even though there were a lot of yellows and whites in front of us. But yet again, bad luck it is. This time we lost his chain going around the top corner. We got a lot of bounce on and the chain ended up coming off. The track were extremely bouncy, it was always going to happen at some point. When we got back to the pits we found out that not only was the chain come off, but the track itself had caused the axle to bend. So that were miserable.
So I've been asked to do the last video and like conclusion of today because Chris isn't very happy. We unfortunately had 3 DNFs, chain, literally just the chain, and it is so frustrating how much a little thing makes a difference. The way that when the chain comes off you're done, your race is just done. The track wasn't the best, especially not for these things.
Right.
So just before the final, he came off of the heat 2, and I'd already started packing up because I knew his attitude was that we were going home. So yeah, we might do a little video tomorrow once he's calmed down and he's got his head over it, but like I said, track was shite, so stop stressing. But we'll see you all soon. Silly.
Say hi. So yeah, we've obviously now the time has gone a little bit. We are had time to think about it. I'm not going about it too much because I tend to do that quite a lot. But As you can see, extremely mucky, so it's time to jet wash it. But Northampton, made a couple of comments about the track not being great. I'm not going to apologise as such, because that's my opinion, but it weren't. So obviously there were a possibility of cancelling it the night before. The weather looked terrible, the track weren't good, the pits were the worst actually, apparently. And then we decided to go ahead, got there, and there was torrential downpour just as the track looked alright. We did try and go out, we cancelled all the parade and everything, which is always a shame for a gold top. So, you know, if there's any new drivers that did the gold top, Ian and whoever does it always tries to do the best and try and make a thing of it. Don't be put off by that one. Obviously the weather just didn't allow it, so everybody tried their hardest, but it didn't. Maybe we could have cancelled for another day and made a bit more of it, but once you're committed in a sense, and I can understand the need for filling a fixture. What did we think of track? We said it were pretty shite. My opinion with Northampton is, I raced Northampton, my first ever race, and we have got a second position, 2/3, a fourth. We've always done well there. I think the more that it's getting good for the big ones, like the V8s and the stock cars, the Briskers and everything, they're all claiming it's getting better. For us, I think it's getting a little bit worse. It's a lot bumpier now than it were. I didn't particularly enjoy it. We got 3 races, 3 chains come off. Now, one of them was 100% a last minute dive up inside. One of them was pure track. It actually bent the axle without getting hit. And another one was a bit of a mixture. You don't want that. So 3 races, 3 not finishes due to chains and axles is not what you want. So obviously we're clearly very bumpy. I didn't enjoy racing it. Some people will. Some people didn't even race, so that's it. Like I say, it's not a dig. At the end of the day, it's probably right now for 98% at formulas. But since it's got so good for other formulas, it's not for us. I love what Dean's doing there. He's committing. So it does annoy me when people slate it. I'm just doing it from our point of view. I think for stock carts now, it might be getting to a point where it's a little bit bumpy when it's dry, and when it's wet, it's way too sticky. First race for the gold top was like, we went out, it got cancelled. It was literally like a cake topping. I think anything going out at that point would have failed. It was literally a torrential downpour. You'll see it in video hopefully. Second attempt, we were in the top 10 all the race, and then unfortunately we got tagged with 2 laps to go and the chain came off. So that was the end of our gold top. It was very frustrating because we were keeping up with the front 8, let's say. 2 of them were getting away massively. So we were doing well. Second race, we went from starting 16th, because there were that many whites and yellows, we'd got up to 4th, and I was catching. And then unfortunately on a restart, someone jumped up inside and took my chain off again. Frustrating. Racing really well, didn't need that. Last race that we did, because we jacked a race beforehand, the chain just came off on its own accord. When we got the cart back, the axle had bent and we'd not been hit. So that were it. We'd done for the day. We were only going to cause more problems. Your chain comes off 3 times, your cogs are going to get knackered. So that were our day. But like I say, learning curve. Used to love Northampton, used to love shale. Didn't love this one. Just one of them things. Like I said, some people will enjoy it. It is the same for everybody, but that doesn't mean it's enjoyable as such. So like I said, don't take it the wrong way. I think what Dean's doing is great. I think for Formula 1s and Briskers and everything, it's mint. I think it's going to be one of the best ones around when he does all stadium and that. So I am dead against the easy slating he gets on internet. But just for stock carts at the moment, it's either too wet and soggy or too dry and bumpy. There's no middle ground, and it's just hard work racing on it. So it weren't really for us. Like I said, some people will disagree. That's what we're here for. But that's just my little bit of feedback. But well done to Danny Nunn. Unlucky to Carl Nunn, because he were racing really well and pulled away massively as well until he had a chain problem. Well done to Lloydie, well done to Duddy. Other than that, onwards and upwards. We've now got a few weeks off. Time to get it all. We stay blue when we go from there. Let's see whether we can do a few tweaks. Let's see whether we can just push for red by end of season, rather that than dropping. But that meeting certainly didn't help us. And we ended up with 3 did not finishers, and we haven't had one of them for ages. So let's hope that's our bad look at it, and we move onwards. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for all the supporters. I might do a vlog if we do interesting, but I'm not going to bore crap out here if we don't. So on that note, guys, thank you very much. See you.